Hey, do you ever get tired? I mean, I mean, we all do at some point, right? We get tired because we've been out in the yard working all weekend, cutting grass, weeding the flower beds, or we've been out playing sports and we're tired after a game. But that's not the tired I'm talking about. That tired that kind of seeps into our bones at times, where we are working and maybe we're dealing with things in our personal life, in our family, or in our community, at our church, um, compounded by our regular job, compounded by whatever else is going on in our lives at that point. And one day we're just like, whew, man, I am weary. Like one of those bone weary, like mentally weary, emotionally weary. And it's like we need like that day to go, listen, hey, everybody, I'm taking a day off. I'm just gonna lay down somewhere. And I think at some point we all feel like that, right? But when things go bad in the church, sometimes it can really wear us out, and maybe people are too demanding. Maybe they're asking too much of us. Maybe they're trying to pressure us into doing like some ministry that, well, we just don't feel called to do. But gosh, because the church really needs me, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to be miserable and I'm going to be worn out because it's just one more thing stacked on one more thing that I have to do. And, I don't think we're the first people who have gone through that type of weariness before. Because Jesus says, come to me, all you who are weary and feel burdened, and I will give you rest. My yoke is easy. And a yoke in that time was a teaching of a rabbi, right? And some rabbis, their yokes, their teachings were really hard. They layered rule upon law, and it was almost impossible to carry on under their yoke because it was so strenuous. It was so hard to follow that, well, a lot of people just gave up because it was just too much. And Jesus said, listen, my teachings, my yoke is easy, and it's going to bring rest to your soul. What does Jesus call us to do? Love God with all of our heart, soul, mind, and strength. Love our neighbor as we love ourselves. Those are the two big ones, right? Those are the two big ones. He even said that to the Pharisee who asked him, what are the greatest commandments? Those are the two greatest commandments. And if we're doing that, if we're loving God and we're loving others as we love ourselves, guess what? We're going to be able to make it through each and every day, no matter what comes upon us. Jesus' yoke is easy. Let's chase after him. May God continue to pour out his grace, mercy, and blessings on each and every one of us until we get to meet again. Amen. Amen.